action. Hey, this is Brunson of Modern Photography Group, and this is shoot review video number 3. We're on our way, folks. And what I'm doing with shoot reviews is I have so many people ask me, how do I shoot this? How do I do that? How do I learn this? You know, just especially here locally in the Tampa Bay area, I get a couple calls, a week of people just with general questions. So I started making these videos, and what I'm going to do with the videos is review a particular shoot that I did. So people usually ask me about certain shoots, and then I kind of tell them. So now I'm just going to record it, and I'm going to tell you about it. So today is the second part. So video number 2 was about the sunset photography that I did, where I really focused on the ISO. So I went from, looking at my notes, I went from ISO 100 all the way up to 2000, and that's where I stayed. So I kept my shutter speed at 160, and I kept my aperture at 5.6. Well, today, and that was for off-camera flash in the beginning, and then I just turned the flash off and used just only available light, if you will. Or natural light. So today we went back out to the same location, which was Treasure Island Beach, and we just took pictures of everybody's kids, so that were out there. And what I did was, instead of it being off camera on my stick, I actually had my 580X on top of my camera. Because the 60 doesn't come with a on-camera flash. You actually have to have a flash. And then I use this dome type of diffuser. So you just basically just slide this on. This is really like soft, pliable. It's not going to snap. Now these, on the other hand, will snap because they're just that hard plastic. But these are pretty good. The kids have already stepped on them, So I think I've had them 2 weeks in using this type of diffuser. Normally I use the cup diffusers on there, but this one I want to start giving this a different look, different light. So this is how I shot a lot of the pictures that you'll see there in our video. But I wanted to go over the settings. So we're out there. We're definitely at sunset. We have we're out there from 5:30, and the sun is down at about 6:20ish, somewhere in there. So the big thing to do with that is to understand that the kids are going to be moving. So I had to stay at least 125 or 125ths of a second on the shutter speed, and I also, because they tend to move, I have a little distance on them. I really hate risking anything lower than 5.6. So I kind of moved it up to 7 with me being on camera and having the flash close to them, so it just didn't blow them out. So my settings were during this time, and you'll see the pictures at the end. I really focused on just moving the aperture. So I went from like 5.6 to 7.1 and kept the flash itself at +2. Okay, and so the reason I did the +2 on power is just because, again, with kids, they're gonna drift, and so if I just have it at 0, or just kind of the level equal power, then the moment they move back, it's gonna be really dark. So, and my kids, like, they don't come really near the camera; they're usually going away from it. So it's easier just to give it a little plus, so that it adds a little bit more light. So if they do back up, then they're falling into that particular zone. And with the aperture at 7.1, you do need more light, 1. And 2, it gives me a wider sharpness area with the kids, because they just move. And they avoid dad's camera a lot. So with that being said, like the main thing that I wanted to do was keep the flash on camera. And capture some great natural movement type of photos. Nothing really stressful, and you'll see that here. So it was a great sunset, lots of clouds in Florida, especially on the Tampa Bay side here. when it rains and those rain clouds mix with the sun, and there's just like this leveling, and the clouds start to come toward the camera itself, and you get some sun rays, that's really, really powerful. So we're fortunate to have that type of that type of landscape here, and we have it a lot. So in the summer, the clouds are just heavy, powerful. You get blues, grays, gold, orange. You get all these, and you can capture all these in a picture. Now, when I show you the pictures, understand a couple of things about what I do as a photographer. One, I don't Photoshop. Okay, I'm not good at it. So basically, the only thing I use Photoshop for is I have like an action that turns things nice, a nice like brownish black and white, like a modern black and white, and I just kind of use it for that. And then I just kind of put my logo in the corner. That's pretty much it. I don't have a lot of skill set on Photoshop, and I've used it before, but I really just concentrate on getting everything as close as possible in camera. And then what I do is I use the sliders to my liking and for my style that are in the Canon program itself. So I don't use a lot of external stuff because I just work on shooting well. A lot of people do, and it works for them. For me, it's just too much extra stuff in the studio, and I'm not a studio guy. I'd rather be like out kind of shooting. So that's pretty much what you'll see with my pictures there. So again, let me give you some tips for the beach. Usually when I go to the beach, I wear like my awesome shoes, my Vibram 5 fingers. I love them. My friends are like, those gloves again, but whatever. So I like those, and I can carry a couple of pair, and I like them because they're light. They do have like a rubbery bottom, so I can walk on rocks and all this other stuff and not cut my feet. But also I can get in water with them, and I can just throw them in the washer, and I don't have to worry. So when I'm shooting, especially on the beach, and I know that the water, the waves are just going to come up a little bit and clip you, you don't want to be wearing good shoes for that. So I had that, and with me, I sweat. It was cold that night, so no, it wasn't cold that night, so I wasn't really sweating. I don't know. I think it was a good time. Yeah. Sure. Just lost my train of thought. But anyways, we'll continue on. So again, with the flash, this is what I use here, and those are my settings. So you guys go out there and try them out, and check out the pictures at the end, and let me know what you think. Ask any questions. I can give you some tips on how I shoot it. And then maybe you can, adjust your skill set accordingly. Also, don't forget, follow me on Instagram at Pierce Brunson Photography. I'm there. I show all my samples, of what I do there. I don't blog a lot, so I don't do any sneak previews or anything like that. But if you go on Facebook and follow us on Modern Photography Group, you'll see like all the photos that we do as a company through there. And also, subscribe here. So check out the pictures. Let me know what you think. Ask any questions, and I'll see you for video 4, which I think is going to be event photography, maybe. I don't know. Low light. We'll figure it out. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.